NFL on taking on the Boston Desperados.
Presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles. 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for a visiting Austin Ball Club, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and he's come back each and every time to flash.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 15 carries, 55 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Henderson, and the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. The numbers for Eifert in that game last week: 4 catches, 69 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in and influence the time. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give them a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere.
Wide open.
4 on 4th and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DJ Shark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Those are the drives that prove the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied. The quarterback
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. On the left side, he finds
Jesus!
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first
Get down!
This may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7. It around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it. On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the end.
Are you kidding me?
And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. Give them an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's either a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hand.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And he puts it through. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 3. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Banana shark, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
First down, Desperados.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rams 14, Desperados 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Josh Lambeau is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone.
Riley, if you're going to be on my lap, you need to lay down.
Their drive will begin at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And that last
Riley!
so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and it's a first down.
How many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays? But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Goff on the draw play to Henderson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the... line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is Chenault on the receiving end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he is met quick. In the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan to try to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Connection made with Chenault. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Goff. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice.
Riley, get down.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask.
God dang it.
Flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He hits Beasley right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Hey, you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd and short.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Makes the score Rams 17.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
But it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So we've hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Boston's offense ready to go again. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do? A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown! A big play there. 87 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that kind of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman is
seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. So second and long. Got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Back to throw. Goff. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That's a gain of 10. Makes it. Third and 12.
From the gun on third down, Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Makes the score Desperados 21, Rams 20.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Ow!
Austin's offense ready to go again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 5. McKinnon here is complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now with Robinson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence.
Wow.
And he's achieved that in this performance.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
28, Rams 20. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Hand Anderson will try to run for the first. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Henderson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter play. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. From the 45 on second down. Goff looking left sideline, incomplete. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Goal. And the throw going to be incomplete.
The dive that time, our defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Nice yardage right off the bat here. He's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now the second down throw on target. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
He's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's how a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had on his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, also a 1st down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He probably popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting room. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go. Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. And old coaches say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try to ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Fielding near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the drive to get it to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists in their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Go off on first down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they get it down, but not before it takes it across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a nice throw here inside. He holds it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Now they've completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled out some pretty good chunks of yardage too.
Absolutely, great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's gone. He's going to go deep for Beasley. This is caught inside the 15.
No.
Now he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Very nice pick up. 38 yards. Defensively, you got the coach doing back-to-back pretty good pass plays there. Bend but don't break.
Maybe.
Too much. I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. And you
No way.
press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back
Damn it,
to the head
Cat.
coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
He'll pick up only 3rd and 7.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball up. On the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Roxy.
Dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders.
Damn it, Riley.
If you're running back, all you want to get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space. And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Third down, and drops and throws. Fires one, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game. If they pick up the first here, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increase their chance of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back on the field. In need of both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion here, down 8. It's time to just separate those two in his mind. Okay, your 2-point conversion will have to come later. I remember playing for a coach here to tell our quarterback, son, there's such thing as a 2-point play. So let's not worry about that. Get into the end zone. We've got the 2-point play cooked up. But let's get to that when the time is right. We try to focus on the 6. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. And that drop caused a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they worked all week. Game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant.
The Rams going for it on 4. Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A defensive breakdown allows them to pick up 16 on 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Connection made here, Goff to Higby. And he gets it inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now in desperation to throw deep downfield. That's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the two-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Two-point conversion. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the team to come downfield and put some points on the board. But job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So here comes the kickoff now. All even here in this fourth quarter. Good return up past the 30. And it will break this out all the way to the 30-yard line. Great return. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, and realize that we're doing something else. And maybe try and find a little special plays from one of your better players. And maybe try and hit something big here to take a bit of excitement here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That one complete. He comes
short. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get with under a minute to go now in the football game. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. And it's time to the tailback. And he'll get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of first down. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Going to get the kickoff in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves it back 5. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. His kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
After the made field goal back out, Lambeau kicks this one off.
Taking it in the end zone. And with time factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Going into the final play of this game, they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, their strong stretch of the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile for LA, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beat next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gauton. This is the NFL on EA Sports.